Hi, this is Father John Berry, and we are in our series of Day to Day with St. Joseph, and we're on Monday, October the 11th. Last week I talked about our women's religious community dedicated to St. Joseph. Now I go back and, for the second time, mention the Oblates of St. Joseph. They have works in Pennsylvania and in California, as far as they know, and I know there are many other places. And they all follow St. Joseph Murillo, the founder, the saint. And the saint said that, imitate me as I imitate Joseph, that I want a relationship with Jesus daily, that I want to be humble and realize that God's part in my life should be magnified, and imitate the holiness, and yet the working out day by day with our responsibilities, our tasks. And then most importantly, that our interior life gets blessed, and that St. Joseph can have a part. So the Josephites follow really a similar kind of a thing in their religious order. And so with the Oblates of St. Joseph, I was looking at some of the things I've been writing during this year of Joseph with curiosity. And one of them was saying, let us know Joseph of Nazareth, illustrious descendant of David. Illustrious descendant of David, son of David. Based on many son of David passages in the Gospels. And he says that though the title son of Joseph is also always associated with son of David, because Joseph is a descendant of David, and Jesus becomes a descendant of David through Joseph, and even also from Mary's side. We have found the one about whom Moses wrote in the law, and also the prophets. Philip says to Nathanael, he is Jesus, son of Joseph from Nazareth, son of Joseph. I read something by Father Strawmare, an oblate, who said that the term son of Joseph could be like Jesus' identity card. You know, I have an identity card in my wallet to get in the hospital, to get in Riderwood, an archdiocese identity card, as well as my license. This is like Jesus' identity card, especially in the context of 2,000 years ago. Who are you and where are you from? I'm the son of Joseph of Nazareth. Okay, so that is really like his calling card, his identity card. And the term son of David probably applies then to Jesus because he is son of Joseph. Therefore, he can be son of David. St. Bernard says that Joseph is a true descendant of David, more than flesh too, but of faith and holiness, the one who puts his trust in God as after God's heart, like a David. God could trust and speak to and direct and use Joseph as a faithful one in the Davidic line of hope. We've talked more about it in another tape, but that the qualifications too of Joseph being husband of Mary is a legal necessity and sufficient for Joseph, son of David, to introduce Jesus into that Davidic or King David genealogy. And so then that genealogy put in the Gospel of Matthew goes all the way through to the time of Jacob, who begats Joseph. Joseph is the father for Jesus. And so the son of David comes through this promise that's been going through the centuries. And just looking at Jesus as son of David, come through Joseph of Nazareth with that faith and holiness, God entrusted Joseph to teach and instruct the Lord, growing up in his human ways, and important secrets and important responsibilities are given that Joseph welcome, protect, and educate Jesus, the Messiah. St. Bernard says that what many kings and prophets wished to see but did not see, what they wished to hear and did not hear, was granted to him, to Joseph. Just like Jesus would say with his apostles, it came true also for Joseph. Later what St. John will write as one of the apostles, what we have seen and heard, we testify to you. And he's speaking too of the resurrection. But what there had 3 years of knowing Jesus, Joseph had many more. And what he had seen and heard with the Messiah, and as he teaches lessons, then lessons get kind of returned back to him, Joseph. And he sees the Messiah. He gets to kiss him, nourish him, watch him, work with him, guide his steps. Amazing. And St. Bernard, is just fascinated with that and the life of Joseph. Pope John Paul II also wrote a lot about Joseph and said that he was called by God to directly serve the person and mission of Jesus through the exercise of his fatherhood, and that he exercised that mission in a spirit of total dedication with unconditional love. The Church's liturgy teaches in the mystery of salvation that we cooperate with the one who has come in the fullness of time. We're just at the right time. God has come. Well, the right time was Joseph's time and Mary's time. In Pope John Paul II, St. John Paul II, he says this authority over the Holy Family required a total gift of self from Joseph. But it was amazing that he was entrusted with it in the first place. But then in return, he has to give all back to the Lord. And it's a reminder to us that our life of our work requires the depths of our hearts, on the will, the mind, our strength to love God with it all and place it at the service of the Messiah. John Paul II in Redemptoris Custos said that Joseph's fatherly mission to Jesus was far from easy, but he performed it admirably. His mission was very demanding, not limited to purely external assistance, providing the boy and his mother with what was necessary and defending them against dangers. Joseph was to Jesus a father in the true sense of the word. His love for Jesus was genuine and authentically paternal. Yes, Pope Pius IX was able to express this rich picture of Joseph's life too, when he said that he had a heavenly gift, all the natural love, all the affectionate care that a father's heart can know. And certainly God deposited a rich amount of grace and love that Joseph could draw upon to give to Jesus. You will call him the name Jesus. So Joseph is given this fatherhood role as he names the child. He is just as important in the Holy Family as Mary is. It completes the three. And this also is a kind of a match of the family being three as to the Holy Trinity being three. And the family is to match. We're made in the likeness and manner of God. And so Joseph completes the little picture of the family because God is family above. So when Joseph is told the name, you'll name him Yeshua, God saves, it is then to match this idea of the Christ, the Son of David, the Anointed One, the Holy Anointed One. So Joseph, knowing he's not the father and that the child has come from the Virgin Mary, it's clear then that he is the Anointed One. And the virgin shall conceive and bear a child. The prophecies come true. And So Joseph's vocation then is still one of fatherhood, even though Jesus isn't of his flesh. But Jesus wants to come into the middle of a family as he originally designed, father, mother, child. And so Jesus pre-existed. So it's not necessary for Joseph and Mary to create the child in the middle, because Jesus pre-existed and he's come to save, he's come to redeem, he's come to fix, he's come to renew, to give back, to reconcile. So I finish with something again from the Oblates of Saint Joseph, as they write, Joseph's vocation and the consequent development of his special and very important fatherhood gave him a love without reservations or reticence, a love expressed in service, sacrifice, and generosity. He not only saw and heard the Son of God, but he carried him on his arms, guided him in his first steps, embraced him, kissed him, nourished him. Jesus as God had nothing to learn, but as a man he had everything to be taught. And Joseph was his first teacher and educator. His task was to educate the Messiah in the job and in life's experiences. And from his heart, though, he would be with the Sacred Heart, heart to heart, and with Mary, a spousal heart, a spousal love, living it as it was meant to be in the beginning, and God in the middle. And now we have David. And David has come, the son of David, the title of the Anointed One. And Mary and Joseph now give him to the world, and he is ours.